Don't forget to subscribe, and turn the notifications. We upload daily, and check the source of this video to view all the images and videos if there was any. The newest Death Stranding trailer just dropped at Sony's PlayStation event at E3 2018, and if you've been following the entire convoluted saga, you can skip ahead. But for those new to Hideo Kojima's new project, follow along the long, strange story. Kojima has set a high bar for weirdness with the twists and turns fans loved in the Metal Gear Solid series. Since departing the franchise, Kojima has set his sights on a new project, the PlayStation 4 exclusive Death Stranding. Outside of Kojima Productions and the halls of Sony, concrete details about Death Stranding are sparse. The occasional interview and stunning trailer have offered some ideas about what Death Stranding will actually play like, but until then, we only know what it feels like. And what it feels like is a bizarre trip through horror, ecological concerns, parenting, invisible monsters and Norman Reedus. After combing through trailers, teasers, fan speculation and rumors galore, this is everything we know about Death Stranding's world, the famous faces involved and a few gameplay elements. What did the E3 2018 trailer reveal? Gameplay. Or at least, what it looks like gameplay. You can never be too sure with Death Stranding, but from what we saw in the E3 2018 trailer, Death Stranding will have exploration elements and gorgeous vistas that bring to mind the best elements on The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. CNET screenshot. Throughout the trailer, we saw either Sam Bridges, played by Norman Reedus, or other unnamed characters roaming around the wilderness accompanied by adorable-looking robot buddies and bringing with them packages, supplies and in one stark instance, what appeared to be a covered corpse. Death Stranding isn't holding back on the whole death thing. What's clear through the gameplay segments of the trailer is that Death Stranding will tackle loneliness and sacrifice. These explorers are shown stumbling, falling into water currents, trying to keep heavy burdens balanced as they cross over chasms. And the effects of their struggle is on full display. One wanderer tears out their toenail while Sam looks vacantly into the distance, his bruised body sitting exhausted in a shower. It's pretty intense stuff, which is only broken up by the weirdness inherent in every Kojima project. CNET screenshot. Toward the trailer's conclusion, we got a pivotal sequence that shows off elements that will come as more familiar to fans of Metal Gear Solid. Sam, baby in tow, tries to sneak past ghostly phantoms. His efforts succeed at first, but he's swiftly grabbed by the interlocked figures and dragged somewhere. Toward death? Toward life? Toward Death Stranding? Who knows, but it all but confirms that stealth, an element frequently vital to Kojima's formulas, will be important in Death Stranding. What about the game's universe? Well, there's some time weirdness, in case things weren't complicated enough. The timefold fast-forwards everything it touches, but it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go, a newly revealed character played by Eliakute Asidu tells Sam as he looks painfully at a photo of people he presumably can no longer reach. Has he been fast-forwarded? Is he trying to live in the future? Get back to the past? Either way, when Sam is killed, he's not actually killed, something that may be tied to time travel madness. Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a unintelligible down. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater, an unnamed person tells him over the radio after we see Sam cornered by the aforementioned ghost monsters. In that stealthy effort to escape them, Sam activates his baby, yes, do you read that correctly, and heads out. Maybe the baby helps make him invisible, maybe the baby prevents the creation of that crater. Either way, Sam dies at the end. But we know for sure he's coming back. Speaking of returns, the final shot of the trailer shows what appears to be a younger version of Bionic Woman Lindsay Wagner, who looks just like a woman in the photo Sam was holding. She's standing at a beach in front of several beached whales, so she may be in a past during an ecological disaster, or in a dream, or perhaps whenever the creatures dragged Sam. Seriously, at this point it could be anything. CNET screenshot. Get comfortable with confusion. Death Stranding is the first game from Kojima Productions, a studio founded by legendary game developer Hideo Kojima. After a rocky departure from Konami, where he built up the Metal Gear franchise, among other projects, Kojima started his independent studio and revealed the first title would be exclusive to Sony's PlayStation 4. The revealed trailer premiered during Sony's 2016 E3 conference, and sets the stage for the weirdness we're delving into. Still confused? Don't worry. Ever since its initial announcement, Death Stranding has been shrouded in mystery. Kojima is famous for his unconventional promotional methods, at one point pretending to be part of a non-Metal Gear studio making a non-Metal Gear game, and for building strangeness into his games. See any Metal Gear ever, and Death Stranding is no exception. Familiar, digital faces. Norman Reedus is the most obvious face of Death Stranding. He's prominently featured in 2 of the trailers and is credited as Sam, the only named character. Reedus and Kojima previously worked together on the cancelled Silent Hills project. If you're lucky enough to know someone with that project's demo, PT, still installed on their PS4, drop everything and play it. Kojima Productions. Reedus elaborated on his experiences with Kojima and teased the weirdness to come in an interview last year with CNET. It's mind-blowing. He's a genius. He came out to San Diego for Comic-Con, and he had some stuff on an iPad that he wanted to show me. I sat in a little restaurant at a booth watching this iPad and the things he'd created, and I was just blown away. I was like, whatever you want to do, let's do it. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's unreal. People will do whatever he wants because he's a visionary. But Reedus isn't alone. Actor Mads Mikkelsen appeared in the second trailer as what appears to be an antagonist to Reedus's Sam. That same trailer also featured none other than Oscar award-winning director Guillermo del Toro as some sort of suit-wearing baby Holger. Little else is known about their roles, but like Reedus, del Toro's partnership with Kojima stretches back to Silent Hills. Kojima Productions. Troy Baker and actress Emily O'Brien are also reportedly involved, according to a since-deleted Instagram post from O'Brien. Even if you don't know his name, you'll recognize Baker as the voice of Joel in The Last of Us, Booker DeWitt in BioShock Infinite and Pagan Min in Far Cry 4, among others. What else do we know about its gameplay? Kojima helped create the stealth action genre with Metal Gear, so his area of expertise is well defined. But he's strayed into horror with PT, and tried bizarre concepts with Boktai, a game that required you to take your Game Boy into the actual sun, so there's no guarantee Death Stranding will be MGS in a new universe. Konami. One interesting thing Kojima has persistently hinted at are ropes and sticks. Citing a Japanese play titled The Man Who Turned into a Stick, Kojima has said that he has focused on the idea that humans first invented ropes and sticks. Sticks are for protection, to create space between a person and harm, while ropes tie people to things they treasure. Most of your tools in action games are sticks. You punch or you shoot or you kick, Kojima told IGN upon the game's reveal. The communication is always through these sticks. In Death Stranding, I want people to be connected not through sticks, but through what would be the equivalent of ropes. In a later interview, Kojima hinted at Death Stranding's death mechanics. Players will be placed in an interactive purgatory, where they can gather items before being brought back into the game world. Death will never pull you out of the game, Kojima said, meaning that in Death Stranding, death will never leave you stranded. And while Kojima has confirmed that multiplayer will be a big part of the game, the shape it will take is a total mystery. Given the popularity of the Dark Souls series and its imitators, it's easy to see a similar blend of uncontrolled cooperative competitive mode taking hold in Death Stranding. Less so the standard competitive multiplayer suite seen in Metal Gear Solid 5, 4 and 3. And what's up with those babies? After gameplay, the world of Death Stranding is the other element we know the least about. Let's run through just some of the disparate elements that have been a part of its trailers so far. Tube babies. Invisible monsters, World War II weaponry, spooky skeletons, scientific research teams, whales, dead whales, upside-down whales, giant humanoid creatures, dystopian imagery, male childbirth, pollution, especially oil, chattering backpack robots. You only have to go as far as the Death Stranding subreddit to see the rampant speculation about what any of those elements actually mean for the game's story and world. We know those aforementioned babies have a particularly important role in the story and gameplay. Kojima has already said as much. Kojima Productions. But knowing that only raises further questions. Are the babies a rare resource? Vessels for some sort of alien power? Is there something unique about them that has implications for the cast of the world as a whole? So, where is all of this going? What does it all mean? Are we just going to get an endless series of trailers, or will Death Stranding actually get a release date? We'll update this page as more information emerges, so keep checking back. Kojima Productions. E3 2018, everything you need to know. E3 2018 coverage at CNET, all of our E3 2018 coverage in one place. Now playing. Watch this. Cyberpunk 2077 paints Microsoft's E3 2018 event red. E3 2018 coverage at GameSpot, wall-to-wall coverage of the show from our sister site, GameSpot. E3 2018 coverage at Giant Bomb, still more commentary and news from E3, from our colleagues at Giant Bomb.